Well, two things. The fact that
Coach, if you could scoot up
yeah,
just a
yeah,
little bit
okay,
to the mic.
all right, all right. The fact that I knew his high school coach, that helped. Yeah, athletic director, the head football coach knew Coach Day, and so there was a lot of conversation about him as a player, as a person. And then we felt like at that time that try to get a guy in early to get a practice because he was available. So we took a shot at him. He's been a pleasant surprise for us so far.
What has he brought that maybe you didn't expect?
Well, I think he's quicker than I thought it was. Watch him on videotape. Then you get him in the live, you get to see him. He's got power. He's got really strong hands to get off blocks and set the edge. So I'm really excited about what we have to do with him
Is
going
there
forward.
a noticeable difference between what he does and what Caden Curry does, or are they similar players?
Oh, they're different. They're different. Caden's a seasoned player. He's been here 4 years, so he's probably a little more advanced in the sense of what we're doing. When you come from a new program, this is all different. So he's got to relearn everything over again because it's different than what he did back in his college. So that's the biggest adjustment. Yep.
What have you seen so far from CJ as a defensive end?
I think it's still early. We just got him the second day of pass, so it's still early. But I think it's there. We just got to continue to work at it. You know what I mean?
What, obviously he's got to handle the run as well as the pass.
No doubt.
How capable do you think he'll be with that?
I think he'll be fine because he's on the edge. He's not playing on the inside. He's on the edge playing against tight ends. May get a tackle every now and then, but he's got the technique. He's good. He can be able to do it. Yep.
I know it's only been 3 practices here, but have those interior guys maybe showing some promise?
Yeah, I like what we're doing right now. I think they're playing hard. I think they're going hard. That's the biggest thing, playing hard, learning the technique and playing with balance and attacking the line of scrimmage. I think that's the key. It's just so early in the process to say these guys are this. So I think I like where we're going, but we got some work ahead.
Talked with Matt Patricia yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about how he's learning as much as he's teaching. How are you seeing him in that learning process?
I think first of all, he's a great teacher. I mean, a really great teacher. Makes it very simple for the players to understand what they're doing, how to do it. I think it's always a process of what we're doing, and I think that's really cool the way he's doing it. So I think the process, the orientation, and the defense has been really cool.
And how is he learning from you guys?
I think he just kind of, first of all, learn the players. He wants to make sure he knows the players, so he spent a lot of time with the guys, talking to them, just kind of get an idea, and then trying to figure out what they can do, and then be able to tweak the defense based on what technique or talent they have. And I think that's what he's doing. Yeah.
How has Eddrick grown over these last couple of months from moving inside and taking that next step? What have you seen in his
Well, he's definitely taken on the role. I think the biggest thing that he accepts the fact that he can go play 3 technique. That's the biggest issue. When you learn to accept that, then you can start moving technique-wise. But so far so good. I mean, this is a full-time 3 technique now, and it's not going back and forth. So, like I said, 2 days of practice and pass. We got a long ways to go to figure out what's going to happen.
What do you like about his upside at 3 tech?
Could be a great pass rusher. He's real powerful, real strong. And he has all the making of an opportunity to be really special. Yeah.
How does he compare to Draymond?
I don't think you compare him yet. It's too early. Draymond was a defensive end, came in much lighter, didn't learn. I moved him inside as a 3 technique. I thought Draymond was really twitchy, could run, could play. So we're not there yet. We'll see what happens down the road.
Yeah. Leadership you lost, obviously the Tyler with the Jab and JT, just it's real tremendous amount of leadership. What do you see from guys like Caden and Kenyatta that kind of take over those key?
I think it's about 4 or 5 guys really trying to take it over. I think KJ's done a great job. And I think Caden Curry was there also. And then all of a sudden, Tawan is starting to kind of come to the front. So I think they realize it's got to be a group leadership thing to pull this together. And I kind of like what we're doing right now. Yeah.
What has Taiwan's development been like? How do you feel? Do you feel like he's ready to play a bigger role this year?
I hope so. I mean, he's working hard at it. You got to keep baseball player most of his career. And then coming into football right at the end of what he playing baseball, it's been tough for him. The transition, being out of football for 3 years, that's tough to do. You just can't jump in and go play. I think now is a chance for him to do something special for us. So he's working at it, and that's what we want. Yep.
I apologize if you've already been asked about Jason Moore, but last spring we talked about him being the ideal 3 technique
Mm-hmm.
defense. The second half of the season, he wasn't seeing the field as much. Where does he need to take those next steps to become a contributor?
He's going to get more reps, right? And that's what spring ball is all about. And so hopefully by the time we finish spring ball, we have.
With Coach Johnson, we learn something every day. Just being able to, when I do get off the ball, read the tackle's hands down, go through them. You got one hand, chop cup, both hands up, side scissors. Like I was just working with Coach Patricia, being able to hold the edge in the run, just little things like that every day.
Have you had to gain weight for this new role?
Yeah, I already planned on gaining weight. I'm like 240. I'm going to be 245 about in the season. But
you mentioned working with Matt Patricia. What's it been like just learning from him so far?
I love Coach Patricia. He's a great coach. I feel like his experience in the league and with all type of hybrid guys, you know, it helps me in my skill set and what I'm trying to do.
You feel natural there? You feel
100%.
natural on the edge? I mean, it's taken a while to get there, though, right? CJ?
Yeah, but
I mean, how would you describe this journey you've been on for the last couple of years to find that spot?
it's been long, but like I've been saying, you know, I'm gonna let God take the wheel on this one. I'm gonna just sit next to him and just enjoy the ride. You know, yeah, it's been a long 4 years, but you know, I'm happy where I am, and I'm just going to continue to keep growing.
What do you think you bring to that,
To the edge,
Yeah.
you know, my ability to get up the ball, and then a lot of people think because of the fact I am 240, I don't have any power, but I can definitely run through somebody's face if I need to. Yeah.
You were blitzing last year. Did you feel ever run up against an offensive line that you feel light? Do you feel like you're at a good weight right now where you can do things against no matter what offensive line?
I mean, yeah, I mean, this year is kind of different because obviously I'm closer to the ball, but it kind of feels the same. You know, thing I like being able to blitz is I like timing things up and being able to run full speed and be able to hit somebody and catch them off guard, and that's just what I'm able to do now, just on the ball and closer to him.
Some of those guys that he's talked to you about that he's coached in the past that you have some of those skill sets too?
We haven't really talked about like a few guys, but he's talked to me about like Willie McGinnis. I got the chance to work with him my junior year at the opening, but that was different because obviously I was playing off ball. But yeah, that's the only guy. Then Nolan Smith a little bit.
What's the way that he coaches? I mean, you guys have worked a lot these last 2 weeks. Kind of, what is his style working one-on-one?
It's very intentional, but he knows that we're human. So, you know, he knows nobody's going to be perfect, and then it's okay to mess up, but the thing is being able to learn from that mistake and not do it again. You know.
How different is this? How different has your career been than what you thought it would be?
One more time.
How different has your career been than what you thought it would be?
It's different, but like I said, you know, I've just been enjoying the ride. You know, I like where I am now, so I'm just trying to
I imagine,
grow at this spot and get to where I want to go.
I imagine that was a process to get to that
Oh,
mindset.
100%.
How hard was
100%.
that to get to this mindset?
You know, it was very hard. 'Cause even if you just look at our 2022 class, we had a lot of guys, and now we probably only have like 5 or 6 guys here. Exactly. So being able to just stick it through and just, you know, I feel like me staying here each year, I feel like God was telling me to stay. Because, yeah, it was opportunities to transfer, but I kept feeling like God just said stay. Just let his will be done. Just let his will, you know.
What's the sense of urgency like when you know you're making this position change and you only have one more year here?
You know, I try to, every little drill that we do, I try to make sure I'm doing it to the T. You know, I don't like to mess up, and that's why you see me after practice working with Coach Johnson or Coach Patricia, because of the fact I know it's very urgent, but I still feel like I have time. You know, it's only the spring, and then we have 158 days probably till we play Texas. So.
You've been repping there throughout December, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
When exactly did you start to make that transition, and when you heard they were hiring out Patricia, what was going on?
Obviously in December it was different because we had Coach Knowles here, and Coach Knowles was he was telling me different ways he was going to use me with the jack and where he was going to have me line up and things like that. Coach Day, what he was telling me was we're going to bring in a different coach and just, you know, that would just be a specific coach just for the position I was playing. Just that way it could just be easier on everybody. And it probably was just going to be Coach Knowles because obviously it's his defense. But with Coach Patricia coming in, I feel like it's a lot easier on everybody because of the fact, like I said, his experience and everything that we're doing now, it just feels like everybody can just play fast and just be themselves.
When you see
158
last
days,
question.
158 days, why would you know that number?
We talk about it every day.
Really?
Yeah, Coach Day brings it up every day because of the fact we got to, like, yeah, we have one good day today, but we have to stack day on top of day on top of day because of the fact that we played Texas. Texas was just in the playoffs. You know, they're not no slouch either, even though that they're probably in the same mindset as we are right now because they lost a lot of starters, but that still doesn't mean anything.
When you see guys like Michael Parsons and Bill Carter, they started their careers linebackers, they moved to the edge. How much does that inspire you to see the kind of success those guys have?
You know, I feel like watching those guys, I feel like you can see like it helped them in the long run. especially with Abdul, especially what he did last year because of the fact that it was his first year on the line of scrimmage. But obviously I watch those guys, I watch other guys, but I'm my own player. So.
All right, CJ, thank you.
No problem. Yeah.
How y'all doing today? Keep these on though.
I know toward the end of last season, there was some conversation about whether you stick at 3 tech or move back to defensive end. What made you decide to stick at 3 tech? What were those conversations like?
I feel as though 3 tech is what's best for me right now. I feel like I can produce just as well as I do on the edge. I have the strength and speed to do it. So I just got to keep working every day to keep getting better.
You're in line to be a starter this year. What are you addressing in your game to try and embrace maybe that role, try and capture that responsibility?
Really just everything. There's some weaknesses that I saw, and there's also some strengths that I saw too. But I want to take both of those and just keep getting better each day.
What did you have to do in the last 2 months? What was the emphasis with the weight room and winter workouts for you?
I just felt as though I need to get stronger. That's taking 600 pounds of men every play. So I knew that I first got to get stronger and got to get faster so I can get my hands on them quicker.
Is there a moment maybe in the playoff run where you were blocked and you realized that you had to get a little bit stronger this season?
That's probably every game. But yeah, every game. There's always one moment where you're like, if I did do this in the weight room and get better at this, then I won't end up in that situation. So pretty much every game.
Working with Caden, you two, as defensive tackles, how's that been so far?
It's been good. Nothing set in stone just yet, but we've been rotating, trying to see what best works, and we've been all grinding at the same time.
When you say you saw weaknesses, Eddrick, was that about the physical stuff, or was that something else that you were?
Mostly just getting adjusted to the position. That was the main thing. Just seeing everything. But Tyleek Williams, I don't know if he's still here, but he really helped me out throughout the process to help me get better, to be able to go in after him during the national championship game and make some plays.
What are some of those things that you learned from Tyleek about that? Like, what kind of lessons did he pass on to you?
Really, he told me, main thing he would tell me was stop overthinking everything. Just go out there and play. And that really helped me because, new position, trying to find my role and stuff. So it was pretty good to get his assistance on it.
What do you think about the position? Fits you well? What do you like about it? What fits you?
3 tech, I mean, the strength-wise, like I was saying, and speed against those guards, that's really helps me a lot.
What were the conversations when this first came on? Who were you talking to? What was it like in your mind when they asked you about?
Well, I talked to Coach Jay. Coach Jay was the main one. He wasn't forcing me or nothing. He just said, if you want to move inside, you can. If not, stay at DN, then you can do that as well. But I saw that I could help the team out, get some depth right there, so I chose to move inside. You're different than a lot of the guys in the room. You're a little bit more outgoing, a little more personable. As a young guy, as a second-year player in the program, you are maybe more likely to be the voice box for the defensive liner than everyone else. How unexpected is that for you in this part of your career, but also like what you learned from Jack and JT and Tyleek about what it means to be a leader in that way? Yeah, Jack, name them all, Jack, JT, Tyleek, and Ty Hamilton were great leaders on and off the field. They'll help me with just simple stuff. Like if I didn't know where to go get something, they'll tell me, or if they just like hanging out with the group, getting them closer. Just a lot of different small things that brought us closer to like last year that I need to start doing this year. I haven't started yet, but I want to get into it. Do you feel that you're in a position of leadership in this team? Yeah, I feel like main thing we teach in our unit that anybody can be a leader, no matter what year, freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior, or even if you're a walk-on, everybody can be a leader. Just yeah.
How do you find hit you last year that hey, this technique, this thing can work for me? Did you have to grow into it a little bit?
I had to grow into it a little bit. It's very new, especially playing DM my whole life. But I had Tyleek help me, like I said, throughout the whole process.
Yeah. When did it really strike you that I could be a factor here?
When
What game or kind of when did you feel comfortable, I guess, or anything?
I would say closer towards the playoffs, meeting with Tyleek a lot. I felt comfortable, like, okay, I can actually do this, because he'll show me some strengths I have. Like, he'll be like, see, you can do this, and that really helped me get the confidence to know that I can.
Yeah, but then you became a factor. You became a factor, especially especially through the playoffs and stuff.
Yes, sir.
What did it mean to you to be a factor that early?
All glory to God, first of all, to keep me healthy to keep doing that. But it meant a lot that Coach Jay trusted me enough to go in the big games like that, and knew that I would be able to produce. Definitely speed and strength. Those are my main two that I would say will help me in the inside versus those guards. Am I wrong? You didn't really want to move inside when you were in high school. Like, you wanted to be a 4-3 defensive end, right? So
Yeah.
What changes in you mentally? Is it just realizing your body's taking you there anyway? What is the moment for you where you're like, you know what? Actually, I am gonna think about this. Definitely, my main thing also, and so I know what interview you're talking about. Some of those interviews, I said the main thing was being a team player, and moving to 3-tech was going to help the team. So I was willing to move inside for it.
What's the competition like with Jason and Will and Taiwan and Caden and just all the defensive tackles? What's that like being one of the
It's very competitive. We all come in trying to see where we need to get better in, just to keep moving forward. So it's pretty good competition, and I love them all.
Eddrick, you made the move like during the bye week last year, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the toughest part about that whole crash course?
Really nothing. I really embraced it. I knew that I need to move inside in order to help out the team, because we had some really great DNs last year. Mitch Melton, JT, Jack, Kenny Curry, KJ. So it was pretty good ends. And then moving to 3-tech, I could also add some depth down there while still being able to showcase what I got going.
Did you feel like this needed to get done quickly? Like, did you feel that pressure to get it done quickly because you needed to be ready for that next game?
No, they were all in on me. Just whenever I'm ready, just let them know how I feel about moving in or staying outside.
Eddrick, you just got asked about being a leader.
Mm-hmm.
3 freshmen now in the room with you. You played as a freshman. You see what it takes to play as a freshman. What do you see from Jarquez and those guys? Makes you think that maybe they can help you guys out?
Jarquez, Trajan, all the guys that came in they continue to work hard every day. Even if they don't get it the first time, they'll ask us, what do I do in this situation to help me out? So the ability to keep trying to learn from people that's played in the big stage, that's what really going to keep them going.
Were you surprised how quickly things did start to click? Last question. Given you said they were going to be patient with you, but by the time you get to the playoffs, you're playing quite a bit. Was that a surprise how quickly it just started to happen?
Not really. I knew once I got it, Coach Jay was going to trust me a lot more to keep going out there each and every time. So I appreciate him. Like I said earlier, thank the Lord, and thank you guys.
All right. Thanks, Eddrick. Thank you.
Sure.
It's about the same situation you had media-wise.
It's a little different, yeah. Yeah.
What excites you about this opportunity coming to a big program like this? And what excites you?
Man, I'm excited. I'm excited to compete, mostly. Every day I practice, you get to go against, the best guys, and as a byproduct, you get better. So it's pretty cool. That's what I'm most excited about.
I asked Coach Jay, I think last week, what did you guys see in Logan that you thought would make it translate from the FCS to Ohio State? Have you seen some things that you were able to do at that level that have already translated here, and how was that transition been for you?
Yeah, no. I think the main thing is just me going as hard as I possibly can. Like work ethic, I think that translates anywhere. Yeah, that's all I have for that.
I think one of the main things that stands out about you is your run defense on the back was the loss you had last season. What are the core tenets of run defending as a defensive end?
Get off and knock back. If you knock the offensive lineman back, you can get a lot of TFLs, and that's what I was able to do my last spot. Man, it's practicing hard every day. Just practicing it.
What was can you take us through kind of like what your decision-making process was like last December? You had this great year at Idaho State, and before, what was it about sort of like that juncture made you want to kind of explore your options and playing up here?
Yeah, so we ended up letting our defense coordinator go, and then we would have gotten a whole new staff. So I just decided getting in the transfer was something I wanted to do.
Did you like something about like the way the old coaching staff did things with you and the way they used you that
Yeah.
that you knew you were gonna miss, or
No, I wanted to go to a 4-down defense because we were a 3-3-5 stack, and I just wanted to go to a 4, get a lot more one-on-ones, and I was excited. So that's what I was looking for.
as an end in the 3-3-5, is that what you were playing primarily?
Yeah, I was 2-gapping.
And that
Fist
meant
tech.
more double teams?
Yeah, a lot more double teams.
Are you surprised to hear from this?
I didn't know what to think going into the transfer portal, so I think it all was a surprise for me. I heard from quite a few. I heard from Texas A&M, Missouri, heard from Oklahoma, Wisconsin, Nebraska, a whole bunch of those.
Year, you obviously got to see firsthand what it takes to make a national championship run. What did you maybe take away from watching that, being able to beat them in practice that whole time?
Yeah. The biggest thing I took away was seeing how the guys practiced. I was able to go on the scout team and just seeing how the offense did things very particularly and like sharp. So it was an influence on me and how I have to do things when I get here.
Logan's been out fully in practice, not just scouts.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest difference jumped up to level, or is there?
Yeah, no. Just think everyone's practicing hard. Everyone's trying to make the play, do their job to the best that they can, and just the speed. That's the biggest difference that I've noticed.
When you heard from all those schools and went to the portal, what was that like for you to get so much interest from the high level of the Power Four? Because in high school, it seems like mostly FCS schools have recruited you, or some FBS. But what was that like to get kind of interest from all those schools? Like,
No.
they opened their mind?
Yeah. No, it was amazing. I don't really know. Like, going from graduated right after COVID happened, so I didn't get really recruited. But being able to like be recruited, to see what that was like, it was awesome.
There's not a lot of people from Ohio that watch Idaho State film. Stacking you guys.
Yeah.
If you had to give Ohio State fans like a glimpse into like the player that you model yourself after, is there like an NFL guy or somebody that you see in high level college football that you try to like model your game after?
Man, that's a good question. Not a particular person. I just see a whole bunch of highlights and try to model after those highlights.
As you had to tweak maybe like film study, the way that you approach those kind of things under Coach Jay compared to what you were doing before?
Yeah, just like footwork mostly. It's going from 2-gapping to just holding the edge. It's just been an adjustment for me. So fitting the run, different, and then obviously the pass rush is a little different too.
Seems like you had a pretty good person to model yourself after, like being able to watch Jock through all of that.
Yeah,
How much
yeah.
were you able to glean from him, I guess, learn while he was still here before you had to take on spring practice? How much did you take away from what you saw from him?
Yeah, no, I did the best I could to learn from Jack and JT, just to see how they practice and what they did, and then I was able to ask them for pointers how to get ahead.